and our staff, and Dan Guerrero, our athletic director, and our players. We just want to thank the city of El Paso for an amazing experience. And Walker and Bernie are the two in here that I recognize being around us the most. Just thanks to your committee for hosting us and putting on a great experience for our kids, for our staff, for our families, for everybody. It truly was a wonderful week, capped off by a big win today. Really fun game to play in. Tight, great defense being played in the first half, which is what I like. And then, you know, we kind of broke it open a little bit in the second half. Credit to our players. I want to thank our fans that traveled all the way here from California and supported us. It was great to hear people up there cheering for the Bruins. And special thanks to our players. You know, our players are selfless. They care about each other. They care about this team. They care about their school. They care about doing the right thing. And for them to, especially our seniors, to go out with 10 wins, while that might not seem like a big deal for a lot of people, it was a big deal for us. It hasn't been done a whole lot at UCLA. It was a goal of ours along the way to, you know, some other goals. And so to be able to get that done today was big for us. But it's just a great experience for us, you know, and an exciting day.
Talk about Huntley's performance overall, Coach.
Well, I see here that he ran the ball for 172 yards on 10 carries, so I guess he can run a little bit. I think he played good. You know, I think he played well. He showed poise. I think he continues to get better and better every time he takes snaps.
Coach, Virginia Tech, a defense known for being pretty stingy. How are you guys able to attack their offense so well?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
Where
sir.
did you get those things? Those are great. The question, I got distracted. What was the question again?
Virginia Tech, known for being a stingy defense. What was it about your offense that was able to attack it so well today?
Well, they are a great defense, and in the first half they played excellent. You know, I think they came after us a lot, and sometimes when you do that, it's either feast or famine. You know, you either make a big play in the backfield, stuff to run, get to the quarterback, or maybe you give up a big play. I think, you know, Brett's 86-yard run in the second half, you know, certainly a big play in the game. And then in the second half, I think we just blocked things up better. I think we hit open receivers better. I think we got open better. I think we ran the ball a little bit better. And, you know, we just kind of got back to doing what we do best, playing with better tempo. We weren't as uptight, and you know, to be able to do that against the defense, I think that we came into this game, they were 8th in the country in scoring defense, and to be able to put up some points like that, it's a credit to these guys and Noel Mazzoni and our coaches and really everybody.
Was the turning point of the game Logan Thomas getting knocked out?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that was certainly a key point, but I don't know if it was the key point.
Is the best thing having Hundley play well, but the worst thing having Hundley play well because he's now going to make a decision? Well,
it depends what you're talking about playing well. 10 carries for 172 yards, that's good running the football. Yeah. But, you know, 16 for 29, Brett, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm teasing. Look, Brett is a great football player, and, you know, we certainly want him to come back. And he and I have had a lot of discussions about that, and he'll make the decision that he thinks best for him and his family. We'll support it no matter what it is.
Yeah, but Jim, you think Brett can benefit? How can he benefit from coming back?
It's awkward questions you're asking in front of him. I just think this. How do you feel about these questions? I think quarterbacks get better by playing the game. I think they get better by getting snaps. I think if you're going to go to the National Football League, whatever position you're going to play, you want to be as prepared as possible and as polished as possible. The National Football League is, as Jerry Glanville just says, it stands for not for long. And that's not just for coaches, that's for players. And if you are at a premier position and you don't perform, your ass is out. And that's the bottom line.
Coach, after you muff the punt, the defense makes a big stand, and then the offense goes on a 12-play drive. Talk about just that kind of that moment in the game.
Well, I think just our defense going out, we blitzed them 3 plays in a row, right, AB? And made some good plays and kept them out of the end zone, held them to a field goal. And then, you know, our offense has done a great job this year of responding when they needed to respond. You know, I think that's a great credit to Brett and his competitiveness, you know, just kind of shouldering the load. And when we needed to put a drive together to respond to what an offense has done to our defense, you know, they were able to do that.
How do you balance your desire for Huntley coming back with what's best for him?
What's that? I'm
How do you
sorry.
balance like your desire, obviously, for him to come back as opposed to leaving?
Well, you know what? I just think that this is the wrong time to be talking about Brett coming back. No offense to the question. We should be celebrating the win that the UCLA Bruin football team just had, and I don't think it's fair to right now to the rest of the team to be focusing on one player. This was a great team win. This was a great team victory. This was great for our university, our coaching staff, and every player in that locker room. So for me to stand here and spend a half hour talking about one guy is really unfair. So I'm not going to do it anymore.
Talk about the 10th win this year for the Bruins.
10th win was great for the Bruins. You know, it was one of our goals, and we were able to get it done.
Obviously, last year was such a big step forward. How does this season, this step forward, kind of compare to that?
You know, we're on a journey. You know, we've got a destination in mind, and it's going to take us a while to get there, but it was just another step in the right direction.
Jim, how did the game plan change when Logan was out?
It didn't. We didn't change anything, no. I hope the young man's okay.
He's good, yeah.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he was good.
How does this set the tone for next season?
I don't know. Just, you know, it's always good to win your last game. It gives you a positive feeling going into the off season. But there's always a lot of change. A lot of things happen. You know, we gotta continue to build on the momentum that we have right now.
How do
There's
you
a lot
do
of
that?
talk in
Because
the
last
broadcast
year,
about your uniforms today. Oh, I'm sorry.
The what? Go ahead, Joe.
the loudmouth golf pants went out, right?
What's that?
I said, how do you guys ensure that the last time UCLA won 10 games was after the Sun Bowl here in 2005, and then a bunch of 6-win seasons and
Really?
7-win seasons? How do you maintain that consistency now that you've reached that plateau?
Well, I mean, we don't worry about stuff that we weren't a part of, so I couldn't care less about what happened at the last Sun Bowl or what happened after the last Sun Bowl. For us, it's about just continuing to nurture the culture that we're creating and hold ourselves to a high standard and work hard and continue to make progress towards our ultimate goal. And, you know, we're continue to put good players in our program that care about being a good football player and on a good football team, and so that's what we'll continue to do.
Jim, can you talk about Jordan Zumwalt and what this game kind of meant for him, having his last game?
Co-MVP, I thought he played the best game I've ever seen him play. I mean, he was unbelievable out there today from start to finish. He played great, and I was so happy for him to be able to do that his last game. I mean, I can see A.B. over here shaking his head. You know, that we've had a lot of good games out of a lot of linebackers this year, but I can't remember one guy playing as well as Jordan played today. Quite frankly, I can't remember anyone on our team playing as well as Jordan played today.
Did it take a bit of time for the defense to adjust to playing without Eric again?
No, not really. I thought we started fast and played well the whole game on defense. We did get 10 points, so it's pretty good.
A big talking point at telecast was your uniforms today. I guess a lot of people were expecting the traditional baby blue. What was I guess, how do you guys decide what uniforms and the ones you wore today, what was it special about?
Probably the way you decide what pants you wear, you know.
Let's do one more for Coach and then we'll have questions for you.
Coach, is there anything about Jim, you're not making a statement. This is a national, I know all your games are on TV, but this was different. This was, you had the whole national landscape to sell. Anything about making a statement about the program, you think?
I don't know. I mean, I've said it before, I'm not into big statement things, but I mean, in terms of the direction we're heading, yes. You know, I know that this was a big game. It helps us in recruiting, I can tell you that. When you play on national TV and you play well, I already heard from 10 or 15 recruits, quite frankly, after the game. So they're excited about what we're doing. People are excited about what's happening at UCLA. We're excited about what's happening at UCLA. We got to continue to nurture it. We got to continue to make sure that it grows into the special thing that we think it can be. You know, we're not even close to where we need to be, not even close to where we can be. We got to continue to grow, and we will.
One quick thing. The last touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Some people could look at it like you're piling on. What was the thought process?
Yeah, I can see that. You know, I kind of dropped my head a little bit, you know, especially when you're playing against a legend like Frank Beamer. You know, I can't tell you that I felt real good about that. It was one of those plays where there's a lot of options, you know, and I think, Brett, the option that his read took him to was the go route to Shaq. I will tell you this, Shaq had a frustrating game, and so all that I felt about, you know, feeling bad about scoring that extra touchdown on Frank Beamer, it was counteracted by the great joy I felt in seeing Shaq Evans make his last catch as a UCLA Bruin for a touchdown in a bowl game for Brett Hundley. So that's how I balanced it out in my mind.
can't mention Huntley. Said you can't.
I can't, well, I can't, you can't.
Have a question
All
for
right, thanks, everybody.